Okay students, I am going to discuss about the structure of heart. Okay, in the circulatory system of the human beings, heart is the main part. Okay, heart is the main organ in the body, in the circulatory system of human beings. Now, this is the heart, is the mesoderm in origin at the time of the embryonic stage. Mesoderm, it is produced from the mesodermal layer. Okay students, and this is the heart is located at the mediastinum of the body. Mediastinum means this is the location, the space between the two lungs at thoracic region, that is called mediastinum. It is located in the mediastinum. Okay, next the heart size is a clenched fist. Next another one, this is the heart is entirely outer surface is covered with the pericardium. What about the pericardium? Pericardium is the double walled membrane. This is the double walled structure that consists of outer fibrous pericardium and the inner serous pericardium. Okay, next inner serous pericardium again made up with the two layers. Okay, in this outer one is parietal layer and the inner one is visceral layer. Outer parietal layer, inner one is the visceral layer. Outer parietal layer is closely contact with the outer fibrous pericardium, and the inner visceral layer covers the outer surface of the heart. And the space, this one is the two-layered membrane, consists space, the space between these two layers, that is called pericardial space. The space between the outer parietal layer and the inner visceral layer, that is called pericardial space. Pericardial space totally filled with the pericardial fluid. Okay, now what about the wall of the heart? The heart wall consists of three layers: outer epicardium, middle myocardium made up with the cardiac muscles, and inner endocardium that consists of thin layer of the endothelial cells. Okay students, and the endocardium, which is made up with the endothelium also connect with the heart walls and also continues with the largest blood vessels, that is comes from the region of the heart. Next, what about the external structure of the heart? External structure of the heart that consists of upper two atrial chambers. This is the right atrium, this is the left atrium, and this is the right ventricle, this is the left ventricle. Externally, these are also divided by the help of the atrioventricular groove. Okay, that is called coronary sulcus. That is also called coronary sulcus. And each one of the atrium that also shows muscular pouch-like structure at the anterior part, that is called auricular appendix. Next, and now goes to the internal structure of the heart. Internal structure, heart internally, the heart is divided into four chambers. Upper smaller two chambers called left atrium and the right atrium, and lower largest chambers, thick chambers called left ventricle and the right ventricle. Okay, students, and left atrium internally, left atrium and the right atrium divides with interatrial septum. Interatrial septum, both are divided by interatrial septum. This is the septum, shows the one of the aperture, one of the pore at the embryonic stage, that is called foramen oval. That is called foramen oval. Okay, students, and this is the foramen oval is completely closes at the time of the birth when the lungs become into functional. That is called fossa ovalis. Fossa ovalis. And at the time of the birth, this is not completely closes. Okay, that is called patent foramen oval. At that time, that is called as patent foramen oval. And another one, both of the atriums receives blood from the different parts of the body. First one, if you observe about the right atrium. Right atrium receives the blood from the different parts of the body through precaval vein and the postcaval vein. Okay, students, this is the postcaval vein. Postcaval vein also called inferior vena cava. Postcaval vein receives blood from the hind limbs and the abdomen region and posterior part of the body, and pumps into the right atrium. And another one, precaval vein is also called superior vena cava. Superior vena cava receives blood from the head, neck and the thoracic part and the forelimbs, and finally pumps into the right atrium, right atrial chamber. Okay, next another one, this is the right atrium also receives the blood from the heart region by the help of the coronary sinus. Coronary sinus receives blood. Coronary sinus receives blood from the heart muscles and pumps into the right atrium. Right atrium with the help of the valve, where the coronary sinus open into the right atrium. At the opening there is a valve, that is called valve of Debesius. Okay, students, next another one, this is the postcaval vein. Postcaval vein open into right atrium. At the opening there is also a valve, that is the valve is called Eustachian valve. And at the opening of the precaval vein into the right atrium there is no valve. Valve is absent at the opening region. Another, what about left atrium? Left atrium receives the blood from the lungs. This is the oxygenated blood. Left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the lungs by the help of the left pulmonary veins and the right pulmonary veins. Okay, students, this is an account on the two atrial chambers and the ventricles. This is the right ventricle, this is the left ventricle. Both of the ventricles internally divides by the help of the interventricular septum. Okay, students, next under internally atrium divides with the ventricle by the help of the atrioventricular septum. Okay, this is a region consists right atrioventricular septum. This is the region for left atrioventricular septum. Okay, students, Both of the atrioventricular septums have two different types of the valves. These are the valves are tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve. Okay, children, at that time in this right atrium open into the right ventricle with the help of the septum, with the help of the aperture, that is called right atrioventricular aperture. Right atrioventricular aperture. Right atrioventricular aperture consists of tricuspid valve. Students, and left atrioventricular aperture open into the left ventricle. Left atrium open into the left ventricle by the help of the left atrioventricular aperture. This is the pore or aperture also with the valve that is called bicuspid valve. These are the two valves, location of the bicuspid valve and the tricuspid valve. Bicuspid valve also called mitral valve. Okay, students, next another one. In these two chambers, left ventricle is the largest chamber. Left ventricle is the largest chamber. This is the ventricles, inner surface of the ventricles having muscular ridges. These are the muscular ridges are called columnae corneae. These are muscular ridges called columnae corneae. In these muscular ridges, some are larger, which are called papillary muscles. These are papillary muscles. Okay, students, papillary muscles having apical structure, apices of the papillary muscles connected to the collagenous process, which are called chorda tendineae. Apices of the papillary muscles connected to the collagenous process, which are called chorda tendineae. Chorda tendineae. These are chorda tendineae connects the papillary muscles to the heart walls. Okay, students, this is an account on the ventricles, about the ventricles. Next, under these are the ventricles. Okay, next about the nodal tissues. Nodal tissues, two types of the nodal tissues are there. These are cardiac musculature, formed by cardiac musculature, act as a nodal tissues, okay, which transmits the impulse and generates the action potential, which helps to contraction of the muscles of heart. Questions. In this, first one is sinoatrial node. This is the sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node, SAN means sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node locates at the right upper corner of the right atrium and locates near the opening of the superior vena cava. Superior vena cava into the right atrium. Questions. This is about the SA node. And another one of the node is also present. Another one of the node is also present. That one is called atrioventricular node. Atrioventricular node is located at the left lower corner of the right atrium, near the opening of the coronary sinus into the right atrium. Okay, students, in these two, SC node, sinoatrial node, act as a pacemaker to generate the action potential, helps to contract the entire musculature of the heart, muscles of heart. Okay, students, next another one is the AV bundle. AV bundle is also called atrioventricular bundle. One of the bundle comes from the AV node into the interventricular septum, interventricular septum. That one is passes throughout the interventricular septum. That is called AV bundle, is bundle. This is the AV bundle, atrioventricular bundle. Okay, passes through the interventricular septum and finally divides into right and the left branches. Okay, students, these are the right and the left branches. Left branches again divides into the minute branches, smaller branches. These are called Purkinje fibers. These are called Purkinje fibers. Purkinje fibers extend throughout the entire musculature of the heart. Okay, students, and these are Purkinje fibers. AV bundle helps in contraction of the heart. Next, another account on the aortic arches. Aortic arches. What about the aortic arches? Aortic arches are 2 in number. Okay, students, aortic arches are largest blood vessels which the heart is pumps into these blood vessels. Okay. In this, the first one is pulmonary arch. Pulmonary arch. What about the pulmonary arch? This is the pulmonary arch. Okay. Right ventricle. This is the right ventricle and left anterior angle of the right ventricle open into the largest blood vessel, which is called pulmonary arch. Pulmonary arch receives the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle. Right ventricle pumps the blood into the pulmonary arch. Okay. And at the opening, right ventricle open into the pulmonary arch. At the opening there is a valve that is called pulmonary valve. Okay, students. Next, another one is systemic arch. What about the systemic arch? Systemic arch. This is the left ventricle. Left ventricle pumps the blood into the systemic arch. Into the systemic arch. Left ventricle is the largest chamber in the heart and pumps the blood, pumps the oxygenated blood into the systemic arch. This is the systemic arch. At the opening, left ventricle open into the systemic arch. At the opening, there is a valve. That is the valve called aortic valve. That is the valve called aortic valve. These are the aortic valves and the pulmonary valves made up with the 3 semilunar flaps. Okay, students. Next, this is about the aortic arches. Arches means main blood vessels. Okay, which the blood is received from the chambers of heart. Next, ligamentum arteriosum. What about the ligamentum arteriosum? Ligamentum arteriosum means this is the fibrous strands which connects the pulmonary arch with the systemic arch. At the point of the time, point of the region, the contact between the systemic arch and the pulmonary arch is called ligamentum arteriosum. Ligamentum arteriosum. It is the fibrous strand that connects the systemic arch to the pulmonary arch. Okay. And it is the modification. It is the modification of the ductus arteriosus, which is present at the embryonic stage. Okay. It is total about the structure of the heart.